Susie? You want to come up? Come on. There you go. There you go. Sit down. Oh, buddy. You want a pillow? Come on, you want to come up? Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hi, everybody. I don't think I've ever in my life seen such heartache. I can't even put it into words. This is Amy with 100 Plus Abandoned Dogs of Everglades, Florida. I went home after I've been here all day, and I normally come back later in the evening. But in this case, I was watching Susie and Sam from the Nest camera in the corner of the room. Susie was crying and howling and scratching at the door. I couldn't stay away. I couldn't let her suffer in here alone. And she is mourning and grieving like I have never seen in my life. Is she eating? Are they eating and drinking? They are big dogs. And in my opinion, they are not eating the way they normally should. I fed them each a half a can of wet this morning. So I did get them to eat that. I leave unlimited dry and water. They're barely touching it. We've tried several different dry foods. Susie, I don't know who is grieving more. Sometimes I think it's Susie, and then sometimes I think it is Sam. I've thought about sleeping here. I have to be back at 7 a.m. in the morning, so I did think about sleeping here and just kind of pulling out this couch. I don't know. I don't want them to get used to it because I can't continue to do this. You know, I have my own responsibility at home. As it is, I'm here all day with a little bit of a break, and I wish the family could help. I really, but at the same time, I don't want them anywhere they're not wanted. I can tell you that when I take them outside, a portion of the yard is not AstroTurf. It's turned into dirt, which I've decided that is not going to be anymore. I am going to finish the rest of the yard with the AstroTurf. But these two babies go in the dirt and just lay there as though that is what they're used to. I am just going on, I have no information. This is all just assumption. I have no information how they were living. I can tell you that when we brought them in to our rescue, they smelled so bad. They were so dirty. So I'm assuming that they were outside dogs. They were definitely well loved. They were definitely well fed. But in my opinion, I believe they were outside. And I don't believe in dogs living outside. As you can see, Sam has made himself quite comfortable on the leather sofa. And yes, it's just heartbreaking, heartbreaking. I don't know, Jerry, how anybody can help. I wish and I pray to God I have been talking to their deceased daddy, that if he's watching, to please watch over them and me, and to help me find them a forever loving home. I am begging and pleading with each and every one of you that is watching this video. If you can make room in your home for them, even as a foster, they are, when I tell you, they are the easiest, they are the most loving. Their father was murdered. For any of you that are jumping on, their daddy, Jamie, was murdered. He was a librarian in Miami, and he was a librarian for over 20 years. He went to the ATM machine and he stopped at a red light and he was shot dead and found in his car with $40 in his pocket. I've watched the news reports. I've watched his brother speak, his mother, his family, and I just don't understand. I don't understand how, if these dogs were everything to their brother and their son, how they could allow them to be picked up and taken to a kill shelter where they were brought into a cold, sterile kennel in the back of the shelter. Can you imagine? I mean, they're here in the comfort of this beautiful room. I just turned the TV down so that I could do this video. And I don't understand how they could allow this to happen. I'm not judging. I can't wrap my head around it. I wish that somebody would step up for these two beautiful souls that are so loving, so loving, and so easy, and so sweet. They just want to be with they don't care if you are rubbing on them. They just want to know there is a person in the room with them and they are quiet. When I left this room a little while ago to just go let Gage and Godiva out, and the crying started. I came back. I went out again to make a cup of coffee because I knew I'd be here for a while, and they started crying again. Listen, Kathy, we need to move forward. The family, I'm sure, is grieving. There's no question that the family is grieving. I am concerned about these dogs that are in front of me. And my condolences are obviously, of course, go out to the family. But my focus is Susie and Sam. That's my focus, because I have to sit here and I have to watch these two dogs in such pain and heartache and suffering over the loss of their entire world is upside down. It's completely shattered. They don't understand. They don't understand. And to see them here like this, it is gut-wrenching. I wish this on nobody. I have no regrets pulling them from the shelter, but I will tell you that I need help with these dogs because they do not want to be alone. And if it's not finding a foster home or a loving forever home quickly, then I'm going to need help from my 100+ team that all begged me and wanted me to pull these dogs, because I cannot do this alone and have to be staying at this rescue house day and night. It just can't happen. So I am going to have to reach out to my team, and we're going to have to find a solution, because I'm not going to drug these dogs. I refuse to do that. But they want to be around a person. And it's not just a normal cry. I watch it. I see it on the camera. It is pitiful. Pitiful. You want to rip your heart out of your chest when you hear it. And just by me sitting in this room with them, you see how quiet and how peaceful and calm they are. So what I am asking for, there has to be somebody out there that can open your home to these two bonded pair that will just be at your feet, laying on the floor. They go outside, they do their business. They've not had one accident in this room. They've not chewed anything. They've not destroyed anything. They are great walkers on leashes. They're not at all reactive to any other animals at whatsoever. None. They're just beautiful, loving, big souls. That's all they are. Mama, let me see this face. Let me see you. Let me see you. Where are you? Ugh. They don't even want to lift their heads. They're just so defeated. It's just killing me. It's so hard. It's so hard to witness. They're depressed, Jody. They're totally withdrawn and they're depressed. And this is what they do when there's no people around. They don't want to lift their heads. Nothing. Sam. Sam. Sam, come here. Come here. Come with me. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Sam. Sam, come here. Come here. Come give me lovin'. Come here. They don't even want to move. They're beyond bonded. If I ever pulled one of these dogs away from the other, they will die. I've never... Just this morning, our wonderful Pam was here at 7 a.m. and she took Sam for a walk and Susie stayed behind. And when I tell you, it was probably the longest 20 minutes of my life trying to comfort her from crying and whining. They have to stay together. They have to. Probably, Pauline, they were probably, you know, in a routine. They were in a routine. They were in the comfort of their own home, whether they were inside or outside. That is all they knew. So they were comfortable with that. And now they are in this, you know, you have to remember, their daddy never came home. And, you know, the animal control officer was called to come and pick them up from their home and then put in an animal control truck. Do you know how scary and cold and sterile that is in the back of a truck in cages? Brought to the scary kill shelter with the loud and barking and the smell of death all around them. Locked in the back of the shelter in a glass box together with barking and stress all around them, where they were picked up on the 18th. And we pulled them on the 21st. I believe that was what it was. And I believe their father died on the 12th. So from the 12th to the 18th, I don't know. They were outside. I don't know what the family members were doing, but I guess in that amount of time, they decided that they could not keep them or didn't want to keep them for whatever their reason is. So that's the time frame of what these dogs have gone through. And we pulled them from the kill shelter, and we had no room at the rescue house. So then they had to go to a boarding at the doggy daycare, which is definitely 10 steps up. But still, it was a kennel environment. They were together. It just sucks. The whole freaking situation is just awful. Any way I look at this, it just sucks. I will not ship a dog out of state. I will never ship a dog out of state and put a dog on transport. No way, no how. It will never happen under my watch. Never. I've seen way too many horrible tragedies. I've seen so many dogs get lost on transport. I've seen transports mix sick with healthy dogs. I've seen dogs go to homes and then they get there and it's not an ideal situation or a fit. And then the dogs are dumped at a shelter, a kill shelter, in a different state. It's not happening. It's not happening. I know, Erica, I'm trying so hard not to judge either. I promised myself I would not judge anybody as to why these dogs were not kept in the family. I just can't go there. I just can't go there. But these babies are so chill and so loving and so sweet. And on top of it, right now, they have kennel cough. So I have them on doxycycline and cough tablets. Hi, baby. Hi, Sam. Sam is such a cuddle bug. Oh, my God. Our wonderful, sweet volunteer, Johnny, was here today. And he came in this room and he was just cuddling with them and loving on them. And he took some photos that he shared with us. And when I tell you that Sam was literally lapped across his chest and fell asleep on Johnny. And I got that when I first got here. Sam did the same thing with me. He's stretching, buddy. He just laid right across me and he fell asleep on me. I don't know. There has to be somebody out there that is watching this video. Put yourself inside of their souls and understand that there has to be somebody. Yeah, Carmen, I agree with you. I think, well, definitely Sam. He loves males, but they love anybody, to be honest with you. If any of you can offer any assistance and you are local or a couple of hours away, a few, 3, 4 hours away, we can definitely, we have no problem driving, but it needs to be the right home. Like I said, you know, I have not seen them at all reactive to other dogs, but I don't know how they are with other dogs. We'd have to do a test and do a meet and greet. I've never seen them around cats, so I know nothing. Stacy, Glenn is not in a situation where he can take these dogs. Glenn is a very dear friend of ours. He adopted our Lorelei, but he is in a small apartment and he's got his hands full right now. I love you, Glenn, and I love your heart, but I just think it's going to be way too much, definitely too much for you right now. But thank you for your offer. You're so depressed. But I love you, Glenn. I love you so much. Your heart is beautiful. He is, Sam is about 80 pounds. And Susie, who's on the floor. Susie, what are you doing? Why don't you come up here with me? Huh? Why don't you want to come up and cuddle? You don't want to cuddle with me on the couch? How about you, Sam? You want to come down here? Come here, Sam. Sam likes to go by the door on the tile where it's cold. And that's where he will lay down and kind of flop himself. They're just magnificent dogs. They need love so bad, and they're so chill. This is what they do. This is all they do. They get excited when you come in, but not overly. They don't bombard you. They don't knock you over. They're great on leashes. And you take them outside and they just walk slow. Godiva was barking so loud at the window and they didn't even care. Non-reactive, not one bark, not one growl, nothing. I have never seen such depressed dogs either. They are emotionally drained, completely drained. They're grieving and they're mourning. That's my worry too, Ann Baker. And that's why I'm worried about them not having a real good appetite. These are big dogs. This food should have been gone. They're not barely touching, so I gave them the wet food this evening before I left. And I got them to each eat a half a can, and get their meds in them. They are taking 2 doxies and cough tabs right now because they are coughing. All from being in a shelter for 3 days. It takes 1 second from that shelter. Makes me crazy. Breaks my heart. Yes, I have them on Doxy, Kathy. They're on 200 milligrams twice a day each because they're big dogs. But I'm sure that in a week they'll be just fine. I'm sure with the coughing. That's just part of the process. They are gentle giants, Lori. Gentle. Please, there has to be somebody. Somebody that could offer these babies a home. I'm asking all of you to share. Please share this video in hopes that we can find them even a foster where they could be, even with a person until we can find a home. Can't imagine anybody that fosters these babies will not fall madly in love with them. That I can tell you. They're just exhausted. They would not do this when I left the room. When I was not here, no. Antibiotic is Doxy. It doesn't do anything at all. But when I leave this room, they cry and cry and cry and cry. I know, Allison. I know. Oh, I don't know. I don't know where to reach out. I don't know who to reach out to. I don't know who to beg to. They just miss their daddy so much. So much. I gave them some chicken, and they ate a little bit of it. They took a couple of treats from me today. Actually, hold on. I'm going to see if I can get them to take another treat. Don't worry. I'm going to be right back, okay? I'll be right back, Sam. Susie, I'll be right back. Wait. Hold on. I know. I'm going to get you a treat. It's okay. They come right to the door when I get up and leave the room, and then they start crying and crying. Hi, I'm back. I told you I wasn't going to leave you. I told you. You want a treat? Would you like a treat? Do you want one of these? Show them your trick. Show everybody your trick, Susie. Come on, up, up, up. Show everybody how smart you are. Come on, up, up. Susie, up. Come on. Come on. Here goes Sam. Here, come here. That's yours. You don't want it? Come on. Susie, over here. Come on. Susie, come here. Here, eat it over here. That a girl. Good boy, Sam. Come on, eat your treat. Good boy. That's a good boy. Good girl, Susie. No, they don't feel good at all. No, nobody has been here. Nobody has reached out. Nobody has offered us a place, a foster, nothing. And it just blows my mind with almost, what is it? I don't even know at this point. 248,000, 249,000 followers, supporters on our Facebook page, and not one person out of 49,000 people can foster these two babies that are broken and completely shutting down and depressed after their daddy was murdered and shot dead, leaving these dogs basically for dead and taken to a kill shelter. God, sorry, I'm frustrated. I'm so frustrated. I know, Joyce, that's what I'm hoping for. A very dear friend of ours, Karen, her daughter works for a news station, and she said that she would do a story when she gets back on Wednesday. So I'm praying for that to happen. A local news station here. I'm praying for a story to do. Hopefully some good for them and help find them a place, a home, somebody that, you know, just it breaks their heart like it does ours, and has an opening and some space and love in their home for him. I know, Glenn. Trust me. Trust me. They're magnificent. They're so magnificent. Sam. Hey, Sam. Sam. Come here. Come on. Get up here. Sam. Susie. Come on. They're so... I just can't stand it. I can't. Allison, Glenn can't have them. He has Lorelei. He's in an apartment. It's not the right fit, and it's not the right time for him. Glenn, you know that. You know that, Glenn. I would give Glenn any dog, but it's not the right time. He's going through his own thing right now, and I love you, Glenn, so much. Sam, you sleeping again? Sam. His eyes, when I look at him, oh. Sam, hey, I'm going to lay down here with you. How about that? Oh, I'm going to lay down. Can I lay down with you? How's this? Hi. You want to say hi? Hi. Say hi, Sam. Hey, Sam. Can totally see it in his eyes. This is not sleepy time for him, trust me. Oops. Hey. Okay. Look into his eyes. Tell me you don't see what I see. See him? See him? Completely shut down. Completely shut. His heart is broken. I've never seen grieving dogs like this. Right? No life in these eyes. No life. Hey, Mama. Come here. Come here, Susie. Hey. Hurt. I don't know who's worse. Sam, I'm over here. You want to come over? Come on. Come here. You can lay with me, Sam. 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 Come here. Come here. Sam. Come here. Come on. Lay down with me. Good boy. You want a belly rub? That's my good boy. Go ahead. Lay down. That's a good boy. Here. Let me rub your belly, baby. You're such a good boy. That's a good boy. I love you. Susie, come here. Don't you leave me. You get over here. Stretch out your leg. Go ahead, stretch. Stretch. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Hey, come here. Oh, come here. Come on. Lay down, baby. Come here. It's okay. You good girl. Hmm? Hi, Mama. It's okay. It's okay. All right. I know, baby. I tell you something, I was looking at her, and I swear I'm not crazy. It was like tears. She had tears in her eyes, in the corner of her eyes, in the creases. I had to keep looking like my eyes were playing tricks on me. It's killing me. They're grieving, they're mourning. They're so confused. It breaks my heart to watch this and to see them like this, because you start thinking, and you start thinking about this could be our dogs. This could be our babies, God forbid. And my God, I think I would be freaking turning over in my grave to get back to them. So it just breaks my heart. My God, I've even looked up at the sky, and call me freaking crazy, but I've looked up and started talking to their daddy that was murdered, and I'm just like, oh God, Jamie, if you're watching, do something to help me with these babies, please, please. If I could bring him back, all for nothing. This poor sweet man was murdered for freaking nothing, and these dogs just lost their world for some piece of shit that decided to go out on a random shooting with his frickin' flip-flops and socks, white socks, that's the description, with a black hoodie on. What kind of world do we live in? It could happen to anybody. So you need to all be aware and watch around you. Watch your surroundings. Don't think that things like this can't happen to you. It happens more and more every day. Mama, what are you biting? Hey, stop biting your foot. Leave your foot. No. Stop. Don't bite your feet. You don't need to bite your feet. No. Look at me. Please don't look down. Please. Please. I love you. I love you, Mama. I love you. You're such a beautiful girl, Mommy. You cry. Don't you cry. I even have a friend in the spiritual world that I've even contemplated reaching out to, try to do some kind of connecting with their daddy. It's so crazy. It's just so crazy. Pauline, I can't even imagine. Pauline said, my dog grieved when my husband died and it took a while to get him out of it. Okay. These big, beautiful paws. This big lug. Big, sweet baby boy. I cry for them. I cry for them. I grieve for them. I look at them and I apologize for the asshole that did this, that I say to them every day, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Right, Susie? What do I say every day to you? You sick of hearing me say it? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, baby girl. I wish I could take away your pain. I wish I could bring your daddy back. Can't even imagine if these were my dogs. I don't even know what to say at this point. My heart's just shattered into a million pieces from that. I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. I promise. I'm right here. I'm right here. Susie seems to be the worst when I leave the room. Sam looks up and then he kind of just lays down. How am I going to get anything that belongs to their daddy? Like what? Where? I don't talk to no family member. And that's another thing, you know. I'm sure they're grieving their brother, their son. But no, we have not even received anything from any family member. You saw that they did a news clip and news coverage about our organization taking them in and saving their lives. Nobody, not one person has reached out and contacted us even by an email to say, I just wanted to say thank you and how are they doing? Or, you know, if you have any questions, nothing. Zero. So I know nothing. I know nothing other than what I'm assuming. And I have this picture in my head. I've rescued so many dogs, and we have rescued over 4,000 dogs in this organization. And I can tell you the abandonment and the abuse and neglect and seeing dogs in such horrific shape, it's so bad, so bad. But I've never, I don't think, actually dealt with something like this, where you know the backstory, where the owner was tragically murdered, and knowing every step that came along after that, leaving these two beautiful souls bonded. They're brother and sister. These are brother and sister. These were litter mates. They've been together their whole life. He's had them since they were 8 weeks of age. Sam is over there crashed out on the bed. And then his sister, Susie, is over here. For any of you that are jumping on, I'm seeing questions of what happened. And that's what happened. Their dad was murdered. And these dogs were left with nothing, with nothing. We don't have a piece of clothing. We have nothing. We have zero. It would be so cool if we could get something. I don't even know if the family would, how they would take that, to be honest with you. I don't know what to say anymore. I just decided to turn the camera on and bring you along with me because I wanted you to see the update that I am dealing with here on this Saturday night. I don't need vet records. I don't need any of that. They're all vaccinated. That was done at the shelter. The wonderful Miami-Dade kill shelter where, and that's another freaking thing. I look at these dogs and what they've been through. And Sam over here, the sweetest, sweetest soul ever, they had him labeled as aggressive all over his paperwork because can you imagine how he was when he was brought into the shelter on an animal control truck after his father died and torn out of his life and his home and then tossed into a glass box in a scary kill shelter. And I'm sure they vaccinated him and jabbed him with needles, and I'm sure they weren't gentle. So with that being said, I'm sure he wasn't too happy, so they labeled him aggressive, and we had to sign a waiver to get him out of there. So I'm sure if we did not step up, he would have been killed, which destroys me to think they would have killed him. And if you think for 1 second that they wouldn't, and then not to mention leaving her, Susie, alone without her brother, that I couldn't even take him for a walk today without her screaming, looking for him. Can you imagine? Imagine. And then they don't do home checks. They don't do any kind of background checks. They give a dog to anybody. And God only knows where she or he would have ended up. Honestly, I can't even. I'm so glad we got them out together. I'm so happy that it is us and our organization that we're able to save them. Because I know us and I know what we're going to do for these dogs. No matter what it takes, we are going to get them the best of the best of the best. And we are going to love them and we are going to make them forget all the sadness and all the bad. That I promise you, because that's what we do here. But it's hard. It's hard going through these emotions. So I'm just bringing you with me. I'm just bringing you with me. Because if I have to go through it, then you need to go through it with me. The happy and the sad. The happy and the sad. So that's my plea to all of you on this Saturday night. This is my begging plea. I know it's not a very exciting video, but this is what it is. This is the life. This is what they're going through. Mommy, do you tell me that you don't see like tears in the corner of eyes? I'm crazy, right? Am I crazy? Mama. Susie. Hey. Hey, baby. They don't even want to open their eyes. They don't even want to lift their heads. I'm happy to hear Sam is snoring a little bit. Hi. Hi, beautiful. You want to go outside? Susie? Susie, you want to go outside? I want to go outside. I want to go outside and go pee-pee. Nothing. They've already been out twice in the hour that I've been here. I feel so helpless, too. I feel so freaking helpless. I hate this feeling. I hate feeling helpless. My heart is completely shattered for them, completely broken for them. We're here to pick up the pieces. And that's what we're going to do. This is our promise for Susie and Sam. And we're going to love them, and we're going to bring them back to life and show them that they are loved. And we're going to find them the best home where they can stay together. Yes, I'm talking about you, beautiful girl. I am. I know, Mommy. I know, Mama. You hear me? You hear what I'm saying? You better. You better believe it. Anybody is welcome to come and see them and love on them like I am, because that's what I need. So if you are interested in coming and spending time and just doing what I'm doing and rubbing them and sitting with them, I don't care, sing to them, read to them, anything, please reach out. Please come and see them. I'm one person, guys, and I'm spread so thin as it is, and I need my team. I need my volunteers, new volunteers. I need people just to sit in here and comfort them. No, nobody's called. Nobody's reached out from the family. Not even a thank you to say thank you for taking them in. Nothing. Nothing. But that's not why we do these things. It would just be nice. It would just be nice to maybe get a little bit of a background and what their needs. I mean, we always do figure it out on our own, but it's hard. So if anybody can come and spend time with Susie and Sam. Yep, they love car rides, Lori Jacoby. They sure do. They love car rides, and they're good, really good in the car. So if anybody can help out, please. Please don't just watch this video and shut it down and move on, because I can't move on. I have to stay here, and I have to witness this day in and day out. I don't know. I'm not sure yet, Debbie. I don't know. I really need to be home with my pets too. I have some stuff going on too. I do have a personal life. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Natasha, that would be awesome. Natasha's one of our volunteers. She said she'll be here in the afternoon. To switch it up just a little bit. I do have a new dog coming in tomorrow morning between 10 and 11 a.m. Some random dog that was left out in the street, completely matted and filthy dirty, a smaller breed of some sort. It was going to go to the kill shelter, so we are intercepting, and that I don't even know anything about the dog. I know I think it's a male, and he's coming in tomorrow. Sparkle, on a good note, Sparkle had a wonderful, wonderful gentleman named Craig come and meet her today, and he has no pets, so he is going to be fostering starting tomorrow. And Tiffany will be picking Sparkle up in the morning and delivering her to her foster. What are you biting your foot for? Stop. Why are you biting? There's nothing in there, Mommy. Don't bite your feet. Tiffany will be picking Sparkle up in the morning, and Sparkle will, thank God, be able to heal in a home with a person. He works, but she's really easy and chill, so Sparkle will be going to foster tomorrow morning. Tinsel was adopted into the most amazing home today, so that's my happy. Oh my God, my little sweet Tinsel, the sunshine of this house, has gone into a wonderful, loving, forever home. I am so grateful to Tanya and Michael and their daughter Emily for opening up your beautiful hearts and home for our sweet, sweet Tinsel. So yes, I will be here all day tomorrow. I will actually start at 7, and I will be here all day taking care of these dogs. So if any of our volunteers or anybody would like to come and spend time with sweet Susie and Sam, it would be so greatly appreciated. and it would allow me to take care of other things in the rescue house that I need to do, because I just can't spread myself any thinner than I am right now. I just can't. Oh. Do you want to go outside? Or do you want to sleep, Mommy? What do you want? You comfy? I know, I said it before. It looks like she's crying. I keep wiping her eyes. These like wet tears keep coming out of the corner of her eyes. I've never seen anything like it. It's like her, all the corners, they just keep leaking. Glenn, absolutely, honey. Please come. Come and spend time. It'll be good for you. It's good for the heart and soul as well. I believe so. If I get the leash, they'll get up and I can take them outside, yes. I was going to go and let Gage and Godiva out again and let them run around a little bit. That's another thing. While I'm in here, normally I'm rotating and I let all the dogs out and they give them their time, you know. Gage and Godiva got a short time out and he did a little poopy and they came back in. And I definitely need to... No Great Dane. She's definitely a shepherd hound mix of some sort. She's absolutely beautiful. So beautiful. Meredith and Joyce, you are so welcome to come and visit. Absolutely. The more the merrier. Get a room full and let people sit here and love on them, and that's what they want. You're all welcome. We're open 7 days a week. So there's no excuses. I'm sorry. There's no excuses. I know people work. I know people have their own dogs. I have my own dogs. I have my own responsibilities, but I'm sorry. You can come by for 20 minutes. You can come by for a half an hour. You can just sit. 7 days a week. 7 days a week. We are open, and we make it very easy for anybody and volunteers that want to come and be part of this wonderful journey and this beautiful house of love that we have opened. And it would just be so nice to have more volunteers involved. It's always the same handful of people that come, and yeah, I get so many people. I want to volunteer, and then we go through the motions, and then we never see them again. So I don't have time for that. I have time for people that really are committed, whether they are volunteering, whether they are supporters like all of you beautiful people that keep us going and keep our mission going. You know, the ones that come on real strong and then kind of disappear. Yeah, I can't disappear. I never disappear. And my team never disappears because we are committed. We are committed 100%. Our wonderful Keith and Shelley. I have to make a mention. I have to, because I'm going to get very emotional because I love them so much. I can't even put it into words. Shelley and Keith Morris live in Jupiter, which is about an hour, sometimes 2 hours with traffic. And they come here 3 times a week. The other night, they came on Friday, and they came at 3. And they told me not to come back like I normally do, that they were going to stay here and do the whole day and night. And let me tell you something. I watch them periodically. I'll check in on the Nest cameras. And the love that these 2 beautiful people give these rescue dogs. There's always somebody in a room getting a massage, being talked to and told how beautiful they are and how much they love them. And there's always a dog outside getting playtime. You can't find their diamonds in the rough. So Shelley and Keith, if you are watching this video, I love you and I appreciate you beyond words. I just adore you. Darla, always right there. Thank you, Darla, our wonderful volunteer. A wonderful, 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 wonderful volunteer. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. And I do have to say a huge thank you to an angel that I consider an angel of all angels, our Pam Robb. You You have totally restored my faith in humanity. You really have. Oh, Stacy, I am open New Year's Day, New Year's Eve. I just actually spoke to Carol. New Year's Eve, we don't leave our house. It's already started here. And that's another reason I came running over here, because this piece of crap started with the fireworks going off tonight, and it sounded like a war zone. And I live right behind here, not far, maybe 10 minutes. So I was watching the dogs here go crazy. Our dogs at home were going crazy. I was laying blankets and comforters in the bathtub for our personal dogs at home. So I already told Carol that I most likely will be pulling this couch out and spending the night, New Year's Eve. And this will be my New Year's Eve here with the dogs. And Carol will stay home with our dogs because we can't leave our dogs. I know, I hate it. I just cannot stand the fireworks. The dogs just go out. And so many dogs like jump fences and get hit by cars. It's awful. You too, Darla. Hi, Darla. It's awful. It's awful. Yes, I will be here New Year's Eve, and I will be with the dogs. So if anybody doesn't have anything to do, and you want to come by, feel welcome to come by and hang out with me, because that's where I'm going to be, is here, New Year's Eve. Mommy, you stop. It's okay. It's a nervous thing, huh? Yes, it is. What's your brother doing? Is he sleeping? I know, Joyce. I know you need to stay home. Dawn Valentino, I will be here early, but in the morning I get them all out and fed. So anytime after 9 o'clock would be perfectly fine if you wanted to come by. I usually take my first couple of hours in the morning to just, get them out and clean rooms and feed them, walk them. And then 9 o'clock is when I usually have the volunteers start coming in. So if anybody wants to come by tomorrow, anytime after 9 would be perfectly fine. So that's where we will be. This is where we will be. No, they're not okay, Karen. They are completely grieving and mourning after their daddy was killed and left them homeless, where they ended up in the kill shelter, and we saved them. They are a bonded pair, brother and sister, 5 years of age. They've been together their whole life, and they are mourning, and they are sad, and they are depressed. Oh, baby. That's right. I'm sorry. Carol, my wife, is on here, and she said my birthday is New Year's Eve. I will be holding my terrified dogs because the jackass is setting off fireworks that shake the house. I forgot that. I didn't want you to be alone on your birthday. We'll make up for it, Carol. I'm sorry. Sucks. So many trade-offs and sacrifices. Glenn, you don't even have to check in with me, honey. If you feel up to it after treatment, please feel free to come by. I'll be here. So yeah, so many sacrifices. I can't even spend my wife's birthday with her on New Year's Eve. We're gonna have to celebrate before, after, for sure. I'm not okay. I'm feeling extremely down and sad, and just this moment I feel defeated, and I'm a very, very, very strong individual. I will be okay because that's who I am. I know, baby. She said I would not want it any other way. Just want all the babies to be okay. That's why I love you so much, Carol Roman Daniello. Because your heart is as big as the universe. I'm going to go check in on Sam. Thank you, Debbie. Debbie, I left my charger in the car. Don't yell at me. He's sleeping. I don't want to wake him up. Thank you for your hugs, everybody. Thank you for your hugs. I'm going to sign off, and I'm going to go get the rest of the dogs out, and then I'll be back in here. I'll probably stay here tonight until, I don't even know what time is it? Does anybody know what time it is? I think I got here at 7:30. I don't know. He's magnificent. This dog is so, he's like a gentle giant. He is the sweetest. Oh my God. The sweetest. 9:24, okay. Thank you, Carrie. So I've been here since 7, and I will, thank you. Yes, Carol, time and love, time and love. I will probably stay here to about 11:30 or 12, depending on how they are, and then I will head home and be back at 7 a.m., if not earlier. But if they are really bad, then I'm probably going to end up staying here tonight, because I just want them to have a night of peace and be able to sleep through the night without crying and scratching and shaking. Mommy, you want to go outside? Huh? Coughing. You want to go outside, baby girl? Oh, you sound awful, baby. Oh, please, Diane, please do. Do Reiki. Do whatever you can. Come here. Come here. It's okay. Oh, look at how he comes over. All right. Okay. Shh. You want some water? Come here. It's okay. You want some water? She's choking. She has kennel cough, so on top of everything else, right? On top of everything else, you don't feel good. Kennel cough. I'm going to see if I can get her to drink a little bit of water. Hold on a second, guys. Eating very little. I've offered them every kind of food. Wet, dry, leave food in here. Hold on one second, please. Maybe. Here. Come here. Come on, drink for me. Come on. Drink. Drink some water. Come on. Come on. Come on. Play a game. Come on. Come on. You have to drink. Look. Come on. Good girl. Come on. Just a good girl. Sam, you want some? Come here. Come on. Sam? Sam. Sam. Here. Mom, drink. Drink some water. He's like, lady, what are you doing? You're both looking at me like I'm crazy. Huh? What's the matter? You don't want some waters? Here. Sam. Here. Here. Come on. You don't want it. Sam. No ice cubes. It's okay, baby. You don't have to drink if you don't want to. I'll move it out of your way. It's okay. You want a belly rub? How about belly rub? Susie? Who wants to go outside? Do you want to go outside? No. Nothing. Oh, the miracle worker. Wendy, you're too calm. Too kind. What? What's that face? What are you giving me that look for, Susie? What's that look for? Hold on. Susie. 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 Hey, beautiful. Sam. Look at the sadness in the eyes. Just can't. Just can't. such a good boy, Sam. Such a good boy. Hi. You want to come over and get rubbins too? Huh? You want to come get rubbins? No. I try to rub him and give him a massage. Oh, I'm trying to hang in there, Dawn. But this is different, you know. This is not a sick dog where you're trying to nurse back to health like the normal, you know. This is a broken heart. It's so different. So I just would just love them, love them, love them. That's it. I gave them a little bit of rotisserie chicken today, and I got them to eat each a half a can of wet food. They liked the Nutro Senior Chunk, and they did drink water today. They ate a little bit dry, very little. And I got their meds in them, so with pill pockets. So that was good. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off, and I'm going to go get the rest of the dogs out, and then I'll be back in this room with them. Susie, I'll be back, okay? Guys, I'll be right back. Put the TV on a little bit. How's that? On TV? What are you doing? Susie, what are you doing? Huh? What are you doing, Mama? Oh. Guys, I will see you tomorrow. I'm asking all of you for your prayers right now. Please. I'm just asking for your love and your prayers, and everybody pull together and say a prayer for Susie and Sam to help me stay strong for them, and please pray that somebody comes along and loves these dogs as much as I do and we do, and sees the love in them, and we can get them into a home. And I thank you all so very much for your support, as always. And remember that we're here if anybody wants to come and spend time. And I appreciate all of you, so thank you. This is Amy, 100 Plus Abandoned Dogs of Everglades, Florida, with Susie and Sam.